What room?
I caught that cheating.
Oh dear.
Oh, lucky. She deserved it.
So you walk in your house and you find your partner with someone else.
Yeah, in the bed.
Damn,
And you shot at her.
I shot them both.
And your partner was a woman?
Turn on your laptop, your TV. Okay. Turn on your tablet, your PC. Okay. Turn on your phone, go to YouTube, and that's where you'll find me. Yes, I'm Leon the Don. Find me on YouTube.com. You already know what I'm sitting here playing some games, sitting here having some fun. You already know I'm the one. If I'm the Don, y'all are my goons. New vid come real soon. They copy my style, they like how I'm moving. Hitting my deck, yeah, I'm grooving. Slowly but surely, we going to the top. I made it too far, no, I cannot stop. Haters, they watching, they hoping I flop. Let's lock in, new vid just dropped.
I'm proud of you, because you're the one who's been consistent since you started your YouTube. I be watching. I be lurking.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video. And today, we're reacting to 5 actors versus 1 real murderer.
Oh!
Ooh. And you know your boy a real like detective, a real sleuth, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to the bottom of this case, figure out who the real murderer is at the start, and then we're gonna get to the end and be like, dang, Leon, you was right. You know what I'm saying? But some announcements. Like I said in my last video, I said that going forward I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Mondays be a reaction video. Wednesdays, Wednesdays. So that could be Wii Sports, Sports Resort, Switch Sports, anything Wii, you know what I'm saying? And then Fridays be like the story games, so Last of Us, God of War, them type. And maybe on Saturday, Sunday, I may do like them random games, so like a Speed Stars or you know what I'm saying, something random. But or a scary game, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. But also shout out to all my new subs and shout out to all my new viewers. If you're a new viewer, make sure you like the content first, hit that sub button. And I ain't gonna hold y'all for long, so let's lock in.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing Guess the Murderer. We have 5 people here. 4 of them are paid actors.
Just off optics. Just off optics. Just off first looks.
Today we're doing Guess the Murderer. We have...
Don't put nothing past her. I know y'all probably like, oh, she's the only girl. Don't put nothing past her. That's how these women be getting off on these murders. Oh, it's a lady. We not suspecting her. Whole time she carved that nigga up and put him in a book bag and threw him down the river. Like, so. But just off optics.
5 people here. 4 of them are paid actors.
Bro, low-key scare me, bro. I'm saying it's him. Look at them eyes, man. It's either him or him. That's me. That's what I'm going with. This is my main guess. This is my sleeper. I'm saying him. It's the eyes, bro. It's them light-skinned eyes, bro. I don't know.
Actors who are making up a full story. And one of them actually committed murder. We have Denny, Herm, Lawrence, and our good friend Ari today. And we're gonna try and figure this out. So, first round, we're going off looks. Who we think looks like a murderer.
You wanna go?
You, the white man. And it's not because you're a white man. You just have a look in your eyes that is very intense. And when I look in his eyes, I hear,
I can see that too.
What do you think?
You, because...
With the motivated t-shirt?
Yep, because he looked like he motivated to kill.
yeah, I can see that.
What you think, Lawrence?
I'm gonna go all the way to the left here, because he ain't make eye contact with me until just now. Oh yeah, that's a killer.
Ari?
I'm gonna go with the chick on the right because women have a lot of mental illness.
That's...
Wait,
yeah.
I didn't say all that.
I agree. I think it's right here in the front.
What about my guy?
And you see how nobody said nobody, the dude in the middle? That's how I know. See, he looked like he could be, you know what I'm saying? That's the people you feel comfortable with, kind of. I feel like those would be the people who can snake you the most. Oh, they give you that false sense of security. They give you that false sense of, then shing, shing, shing.
In the center, though.
Everybody skipped past him.
We did skip past
Yeah,
that.
he turned and looked at us with so much swag.
It looked like he been getting high to forget about the trauma.
Kev, you know what he looked like? He looked like wrong path Herman.
If Herman went down the
If
wrong
he went down the wrong path, that's Herman.
Okay, we're gonna move on now to the intro round.
Y'all keep playing with him, you know what I'm saying? See you after the shoot.
From there. We'll start at the top. What is your name? And give us the intro.
My name is Jay. I was convicted of 2nd-degree murder for killing my neighbor.
It sounded so truthful.
All right, number 2, what is your name? And give us the full intro.
My name's Johnny Coggo. Mine was in 2nd-degree murder, though. It was first, huh?
No, it was involuntary manslaughter.
Wait, what was your last name again?
Cavo.
Is that Italian?
Yeah.
Your name is, wait, what's your first name?
Johnny.
Johnny,
Manslaughter.
that's some real.
That seems
that's some
plausible.
real Sopranos.
Johnny C.
You know,
Johnny K.
them Italians don't play.
Okay, number 3. Tell us your story.
My name Lucky Luciano, and I was convicted of second-degree murder.
Lucky Luciano.
Come on
Clearly,
now.
you ain't that lucky.
Yeah, it sounds like a GTA name.
What's your
Are you
real
a
name?
rapper?
Is that your real name?
Nah, I go by Lucky Luciano. Everybody know me by Lucky Luciano.
Do you do music?
I do music.
See, he's a rapper.
Okay, number 4. What is your story?
My name is Robert Figueroa, and I was convicted of second-degree murder.
He did it.
You know, he said it in a
What's
tone that was
second-
like, yeah.
See, I don't really know what the degrees are, so I'm about to look that up, and then, you know what I'm saying, I'll report back to y'all. Okay, first degree murder, you had intent to kill, you had it premeditated, so you planned it prior to the action, and yeah. Second degree is, it wasn't premeditated, like, you didn't have this prior to, but something popped off, and you was like, I'm about to kill this thing, and you did it. Third degree is dang near like manslaughter, like you didn't have no intention to kill, you didn't plan on killing, but because of your reckless actions and things, you happen to kill somebody. The more you know. Let's get it locked back in.
Yeah, I did that. But you know what? I moved on, and it is what it is.
He didn't even open his mouth or show his teeth when he said it, so I'm kind of a little nervous. Look at him, he can't even show him.
Where are you from?
Right now, I'm in LA,
Where you from originally?
San Bernardino County.
A lot of murders go on down there.
Ari, what do you think about Robert?
Looks like he got that shirt for free somewhere. Murderers wear free shirts.
All right, and
Hey.
our beautiful lady.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Pogatz, and I was convicted of second-degree murder for killing my husband.
See, that's so cliche, but I feel like because it's cliche, she's trying to throw niggas off, but she actually did it. So I don't. Okay, for each round, I'm gonna give my who I think. Off the first looks, I had dude in the middle. Off of everybody's little what they did, I might be going with old girl though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if she's actually the murderer, that's crazy.
I say, I mean, the money got her a nice little fit and some nice
You know what I'm
shoes.
saying?
You trying to get that life insurance money, huh?
Hey!
You still wear the ring?
Oh, got her.
Those are just rings so no one hits on me.
I think Jay's put on an act.
For sure.
At first, I thought it was him, but now I feel like he's acting. He's just a good.
Give Jay a script, I think he'd be able to play a really good murderer.
So I'm leaning more towards Johnny now.
What? To put
Johnny
out?
being what?
The murderer or to put out first?
The murderer.
Look at hey! He might have did it, yo. He has not changed his expression this whole time. And if there's not, bro, he's a good actor. Or something in life is hitting him hard, bro. Cause
Okay, I thought you was gonna say, because he is.
He killed. He killed. But look at Lucky's also looking around like,
Lucky.
man, this don't even
Did
know.
you hear the way he talked to you when you was like?
Yeah, he gave you attitude.
He talked like that's how he operate in real life. That don't seem like an actor.
He just watched The Sopranos before he came here. I'm telling you.
You think?
I
Hey,
think he did.
See, that's that stereotyping I hate, man.
I can't tell if they're acting or if they're actually angry.
but who? If they are acting, who is playing the role more believably, Jay or him?
Him.
Okay, then if we just getting rid of one person, right?
No, we're not voting anybody out.
Oh, okay.
No, we're
They're
gonna
no
figure
vote
out
outs?
everybody's murder story and get to the bottom of it. Let's look at the other side of the room. We got obviously Jennifer, Robert, and Lucky.
I think Lucky could just be the silent killer in a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
That's
he just
what
did it
I
and
was
kinda was like,
thinking,
you know
bro.
what? I made my mistake, did my thing, did my time.
Now he back out.
Yeah, I'm rapping, doing my thing.
What are the main things rappers talk about in their raps?
Bitches.
In what else?
Money.
In murdering. If he murdered somebody, he would be rapping about it.
But that be them youngs, you know what I'm saying? Them young niggas who just did a drill, just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, got Kevin bodies on my, you know what I'm saying? So he's a little older. He got a little wisdom on him. I don't think he would be rapping about those type of things, you know what
Give
I'm saying?
us one of your bars, hooks.
Boy, you can't with this. You bust caps at my Regal and you missed.
Oh, they tried to kill him.
Your bust caps at my Rico, now you dump, diddy dump, and nothing could save you. That Playboy gangster.
Okay, that's good. Now, can y'all just, no, wait. Now, can somebody express to me what was he just rapping about?
I'm gonna tell you. They tried to shoot you. They shot up the whip. You shot back, died, and now where we at? Second-degree murder because it was self-defense.
Isn't that crazy? Because Denny just said
He
that.
did. You're right, Denny.
I know we're not supposed to eliminate anybody, but I'm ready to eliminate Robert.
Yeah.
I don't think Robert.
Robert's just too innocent, too giggly.
No, that's the ones you gotta watch.
That's a crazy
it's
man right
hard.
there.
That's the ones you gotta
This gotta
watch
be the
and
hardest,
like, chill
one of
about
these
it all.
videos I've done.
Let's move on to the third round. This
Okay,
round
third
is
round.
about the details of the crime.
Oh,
We're not
yeah.
just a couple questions
You-
about the
you
crime.
gotta really get
the
in that
weapon was
nitty-gritty
used, any witnesses,
get some
and we're gonna go
details
from there.
in.
But I
Not
think we're
everybody can-
locking in Lucky as our guest so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no.
Lucky.
Do you think
Johnny.
Johnny?
I'm gonna go Robert.
Robert? I'm going Lucky.
I'm still rocking with Jay.
Jay?
Lucky.
But don't
Okay.
forget about
Lucky.
Jennifer or
what
Johnny.
was the weapon that you used?
Yeah, look, for surely, I know it's not Jay or Robert. I got my eyes on Jennifer and I got my eyes on Johnny, but I'm thinking it's Lucky. So let's go.
It's the 38.
Ooh. Jay, what was the weapon that you used?
Well, it's just a basic knife, Swiss Army knife.
That's a
He killed his neighbor with a Swiss Army knife. Let's hope he's a actor. Let's really hope.
Damn
I'm
near.
about to say, I'm not gonna lie. Anybody that's willing to stab somebody really hate that person.
I'm
Okay,
saying.
Johnny, what was your weapon of choice?
Colt 2000. I don't know about guns either.
Robert, what did you use to kill your person?
A skillet.
A skillet.
I believe that.
That's disgusting. Was it cast iron or nonstick?
Cast iron.
So y'all were in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Bro, he's
playing, bro.
He's a very bad
He
liar.
just
That's
said-
okay.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
what was the murder weapon you used?
A cigarette boat.
A cigarette boat?
Yes.
Like what I ash on?
No, we were actually on a cigarette boat,
Oh,
and I
wow.
strategically placed my husband at the base of the boat so the driver would go over some gray bumps, and he flew off.
Flew off
and he
the end.
couldn't swim.
If you don't know how to swim, why would you go on a cigarette boat?
Black people go on boats without knowing how to swim all the time.
But not by choice a lot of the time, but yeah. He falls out the boat. He
talking about
starts to
slavery?
drown. You
Are we
said there
talking
was
about
a
the
captain
slave
that jumped
trade?
the boat.
Like,
It was my brother. It was my brother's boat.
So your brother
is
knew
in on the
about
murder.
Not really, because it was gray. It was cloudy. It was off the coast of Malibu. We weren't that far out, but the
giving details.
waves were smashing. And I don't know if you've ever been on a cigarette boat or not, but you kind of go like this.
I've been on all types
But
of boats.
hey, she
Jennifer,
could have been
so
planning
your
this
brother
story
didn't know you were gonna do this.
back at home.
So when your husband falls out and starts to drown, does your brother not go to help him?
He was too worried about making sure that the boat was okay.
Over your husband's life.
Well, he didn't really know that he fell off.
No further questions, Your Honor. I just cracked the case. Jennifer, thank you. You're lying. You're done. Here's why. If that was your plan, that would be a premeditated murder, which would make you a first-degree murder. You told us it was second degree. Second degree means it's in the moment. You clearly planned this with the whole boat brother thing, so you couldn't have been a second-degree murder. Let's move on back to this side of the room.
But she never said she was planning. This could have been a spur-of-the-moment thought, and while she's like, we are off the coast of Malibu. I don't really like this nigga no more. Get that alimony check, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Something like
In the
that.
kitchen, Robert?
Yes.
Lucky, where was yours?
Mine was at the house.
In your house?
Yeah.
What room?
I caught that bitch cheating.
Oh dear.
Oh, Lucky. She deserved it. Then.
So you walk in your house and you find your partner with someone else,
Yeah, in the bed.
Damn,
and you
Luck.
shot at her.
I shot them both.
And your partner was a woman?
What are you talking about?
That was crazy, Ari.
What kind of question is that?
He said his
just want to know
wife.
what.
He said his wife won. Or he said my girl. Your partner with a woman. And then, but dang, wouldn't he catch 2 murder charges? Bro just said, well, let's
What
see.
gender your partner was?
Ari go get himself shot.
How long were you with her for?
8 years.
Was she a good cook?
Yeah, she was good until, like I said, man, 8 years going down the drain, spending money, shit like that. Then come to find out, something tell me to do a DNA test.
Oh, y'all had kids together.
Yeah, and found out that was lying the whole time.
Oh, so you didn't catch her in the bed. You just you did a DNA check.
He did caught her in the bed.
When I caught them in the bed, I lost it. I flipped the out.
Okay, Johnny, where was your crime at?
Was at a party. It was at a party. I was 19 years old.
Okay.
So we do the math.
Johnny, what city was this in?
Tallahassee.
Who did you kill?
The guy who had the party, or one of the people that had the party.
Any witnesses?
No.
Accomplices?
No.
Bitches?
Bitches?
No good, thank you. Okay, Jay, you killed your neighbor with a knife. Any witnesses?
No.
You have an accomplice?
No.
Where'd you stab him at?
Wow.
Hey, nah, he might be real, but at the same time, bro, I'm not believing this man's story, bro. He killed his neighbor with a Swiss Army knife. Let me get my Swiss Army knife. So one, a Swiss Army knife, not that big, right? And you know what I'm saying? They got a little point to them, but they ain't the sharpest of things. You know what I'm saying? So for this to be the first thing you pick up is really strange to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm about to kill somebody. Well, he said it was second degree, so it wasn't premeditated, but it was in the moment. So maybe he had it on his keys like me and just pulled it out and pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, I don't know.
Hey, Lucky, you ever heard somebody get stabbed like that? Hey.
You pissed off, or like it was a noise complaint, or it's just like y'all got into an interaction, and next thing you know, pop, pop.
I was staying in a sober living in Northridge.
Okay.
All right, and I'm trying to get my life together. This dude moved in, who from the old neighborhood. It turned out that he had something to do with killing my cousin. I never liked anyway. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, like,
This is cap.
Your neighbor killed your cousin.
No. Yeah, he had something to do.
Now that's one thing, at least for this one, don't call a nigga a liar in his face. And you don't know which one of them niggas was actually the killer. You know what I'm saying? So I would be cautious with my words and how I say him. This nigga like mid-story, and he just told you the reason why he killed bro, because that bro killed his cousin. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a little choosy with what you say, at least for this situation right here.
He talks a lot of shit.
Okay.
He talks a lot of shit. So it turns out, like, he's talking shit, whatever, and everything like that. And when he moved in, I was just like, I never liked this cat anyway.
The that killed your cousin moved next door to you.
No, sober living.
Sober living.
Okay, so you ain't never had issues with alcohol, I guess, or whatever. But I'm saying we have issues with alcohol. It's a house. And it's a bunch of, bunk bed like that or whatever. So we all trying to get our life together, everything like that or whatever. This cat moved in. I never liked this cat to begin with. He's always talking. So the thing is, he always talking stuff. He's talking to my the dude on top bunk of me. Basically saying blah 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 blah. He has something to do with it. So.
Well, Jay, that's gonna make a hell of a movie someday on Netflix. All right,
y'all
we're
tried
gonna
it, bro.
move on to the next round. This next round is about prison. Let's start with you, Jennifer. How many years did you do in prison?
I was only in 3 years.
What was the name of the prison?
It was in San Pedro. It was the country club prison.
What's a day look like
Country
in
club
San Pedro's
prison?
country club?
Well, you get up in the morning and you have a nice breakfast with the other girls.
A nice breakfast. She did say country club prison, but it's a prison, bro. How nice can that prison be when you say, oh yeah, I had a nice little breakfast with my girls, like we going to brunch or something, man.
And then there's the tennis courts, and then there's also you do a little duty. I mean, you have like either kitchen duty or you guard some of the basketball courts.
I want to ask you a question, Jen. What was your inmate number?
4937.
Let me ask you this. So how big is this prison?
It's relatively big.
How many people would you say are in the prison?
Oh, about 500.
But your number is 4,930? 500 people, but there's 4,000 numbers.
Well, there's different codes for everything.
Kevin, you killing it today, Kevin.
I'm on my y'all. Zoom in on my face, Austin. I'm on my I've been watching Suits all week getting ready for this.
Wow.
Robert, how many years did you do in prison?
31.
31 years.
It's a long time.
For killing someone with a skillet.
What?
How old are you?
52.
When did you get out of prison?
2020.
2020. So 2020 is 3 years ago.
So in the middle of COVID.
Which means you committed this crime at 19 years old.
18.
How many times did you hit him with the skillet?
Quite a few.
Honestly, I believe him, bro.
I told you.
He don't seem like an actor to me.
You think he killed somebody with a skillet and did 31 years in prison. A skillet
And then he came out.
does not get you 31 years.
How long do you get for murdering somebody?
But 31 years, and he's coming out like that. You know what I'm saying? He seems like a cool dude. He don't seem like institutionalized. He don't seem like, you know what I'm saying?
If it's first degree murder with like a weapon and all that, maybe 25 to life, but 31 years of second degree with a skillet? Y'all crazy, bro. Lucky.
Yes, sir.
You said how many years in prison?
I did 8 years.
8 years in prison?
Yes, sir.
In one singular prison?
No.
How many prisons?
I went to 3.
What were the names?
It was Calipat, Ironwood, and Pelican Bay.
My flag with Lucky right now is that anybody would remember Pelicans Bay first.
True.
Every single person knows that Denzel line, including Lucky.
Did you have a cellmate?
Of course, but then, you know, I didn't get along with cellmates, so I'll beat their ass all the time.
My brother don't be playing.
Yeah, I agree.
Johnny, tell us, how many years did you do in prison?
I did 3 weeks in county.
I'm now backtracking. It does seem a little Soprano-y to me now. Yeah. He feels a little actor-y now. I do agree.
Thank you.
I do agree.
Jay, how many years did you do in prison?
I did 8 of 10.
Can I ask Jay a question? How is this SAG strike affecting you? I think I see him outside of Warner Bros. With a sign.
You do 8 years. What was the prison name?
It's Indian Springs.
And did you have a cellmate?
Cat named Gerald.
Cat named Gerald.
Don't that sound like it's from a script?
Jay, what was Gerald in jail for?
Same thing. He's still in there.
For stabbing somebody like boom, boom, boom?
No, I mean second degree, but his was more intense. So.
How did he stab him?
We're gonna move on to the final round. Everyone's gonna give us their full story. Try to make it about 60 seconds.
Okay,
Tell
I'm
us
gonna hear the
what
full
happened.
story.
Jennifer, we'll start with you. Tell us the full
I'm
story.
gonna get my
Okay,
guess
full
out.
story. So it was a late evening. My brother had a cigarette boat. He's asked my ex-husband, or my husband at the time, and me if we wanted to go out for a quick little on the ocean. It's like, sure, why not? Okay. So he picked us up at the end of the pier, and we jumped in and we went. Now we weren't that far out. It happened to be somewhat wavy and rocky, and the boat went like this. I placed my husband at the back of the boat. I gave him a nice, great big margarita, and you know what? We flipped like that. It went really hard. He fell off. No, his remains were never found because there's shark out there.
I'm gonna make this very simple. Is that the story of someone who murdered someone, or is that the story of someone who accidentally died on a boat?
That's the story of somebody who read a
How
novel.
would she get convicted for murder when she's saying her husband fell out the boat?
Yeah.
Robert, tell us the story of how you murdered someone with a skillet.
Okay. Well, I went to Pomona, California to visit a girlfriend. I didn't have a vehicle. I took the bus. So on my way back, it was a little too late to catch the bus. Somebody came up and asked if I needed a ride. He said the buses aren't running. So I said sure and got in the car. So on our way towards Upland, he asked, do you drink? And I said, yeah. So he said, we want to stop by for a drink. All right, cool. You know, I had no problem with it. And
That's already
got in the
sus.
car, we took
That's
off.
already sus. Not even just for his story or anything, but like some random nigga just, you like to drink? You wanna come back? No? Take me home. Off rip.
We bought some beer and we went to his house and we started drinking. So he asked me a little bit about my background, my family and all that, and I just told him I don't have too much
was he
family.
trying to rizz you
It was
up?
getting
Like-
kind of late, so I told him, hey, I gotta go. And he said, okay, you know, soon. And soon wasn't coming fast enough, so I asked him, you know what, are you gonna take me back or do I need to take off and go on foot? And he pulls out a gun. So, said, you ain't going anywhere. So I figured, okay, well, what do you need? Of course, he asked me for my wallet. That's the first thing I gave him. Then I asked him, can I leave? He said, no. So he said he's gonna call a friend and then we'll see what happens. So I was waiting. He decided to call a friend. And as soon as he turned his back, he actually took the gun off me. Yeah, he had a gun. 38. So the first thing I could grab was a pan, you know, a skillet that was right there on the stove, and I did my welding. You know, it was you damn if you do, you damn if you don't situation. He wouldn't drop the gun. I kept hitting him. I wound up taking his gun, taking his wallet, used his car to get back to Upland.
Smart man.
Okay, so you did 31 years for self-defense. That's crazy.
It changes from self-defense when you take the wallet, take the keys, and take his stuff.
You got robbed him.
No, nobody ever got robbed. He actually, quote unquote, robbed the guy.
No, he did get robbed. He took his wallet. Then he robbed them back. Spin again, he spun, got his stuff back. Well, he didn't really spin. All he did was a 180. You know what I'm saying? He spun, but he didn't spin. You know what I'm saying? And the 31 years, though, I think the fact that he did take his wallet and he... I don't know.
Show up and the guy's dead.
What does that look like, Kevin?
No, I'm asking him.
But what does that look like to you?
If I walk
You
in...
the police, he's gone, there's a dead guy, wallet, car gone, he has it.
He has his own stuff, his own wallet and gun.
And the other guys.
Oh, you took the other guy's stuff. Yeah. And you left with it.
Now, what does that look like to you?
It looks like I'm an idiot. He was pressing you, you defend yourself, kill him, decide I'm gonna take his stuff, leave, and then what happens? Do you call the cops? Who calls the cops?
No, apparently there was a neighbor that seen me there.
Do you regret it?
Of course, it wasn't intentional. I had no idea it was going to happen that night.
But you had no choice.
I didn't have a choice.
But you did have a choice to take his wallet.
Oh yeah.
I got so nervous, I thought he was gonna try to touch on you.
No, that's what he wanted to do. And he was calling a friend over for it.
He's 40. I'm 18.
Right. He said.
And that's why I said it was sus from the jump. Why were you even... Oh, you want to get some drinks and come to my house? You're a grown man, I'm a grown man. What are we doing? And not even, oh, you're a grown man, I'm a grown man. And we don't know each other either. So, what are we kicking it at your crib for? I ain't trying to get loosey-goosey with you.
Said I'm calling, as Jeffrey Dahmer told you.
He
He said I'm calling a friend
He was
over.
about to tag team that ass.
Oh!
If you want the rest of the story, you can ask later. You'll be interested.
This is the guy.
Okay, Lucky, what is your story?
Well, I was coming home from work. I've been calling her phone. She ain't been answering. She normally answers or calls me. So I knew something was off. So I went to the house. All the lights was off. The house normally lights is on until like maybe 11:30. So I get home. Lights is dimming off. I come in. I hear some noise. I'm like, what the is that? So I walk inside the bedroom and I see my bitch riding this. So I flipped the out. I have guns all around the house.
Naturally.
I just grabbed for the closest burner I had and just gave it to him.
Were the guns legally registered to you, or were they illegal firearms?
This nigga a cop. Get him out of here, bro. He gonna get y'all sent back to prison. Like, come on, bro.
Nah, I'm a hug.
You know what that is, Ari?
I could presume.
All right, Johnny, tell us the story of how you killed somebody.
So it was a house party, like I said. Walked through the front door, everyone's partying in the back.
And I don't even like bro's attitude. Like, he don't even look like he wanna be there. If you didn't wanna be there, Johnny, don't pull up, bro. Like, he got an attitude, bro.
I was going to the bathroom, went through a door when the lights were out. It's one of the dude's rooms. His name was Darren, ended up being. Opened his drawer, went to rob him, in case you guys didn't figure that out yet. Found a gun that was in his top drawer under his, put it under my waist, pulled my shirt out, went out to the party, was gonna show my friends later like I was cool or something. Go in the back, everybody's partying, whatever. But as it kind of started right before when I was leaving the patio, I saw somebody kind of like staring at me. So of course I panicked a little bit and went to the backyard and everyone's, doing all that kegs, all that music, dancing. And I broke to the left and there was like another house, like a yard. So I'm just walking casually kind of quickly, seeing if this dude's still following me, and he was. So I went right through there, to the next house, and I remember there being a pool. I walked around the pool, the dude came through, it was just him. Then I went through the back, there was a house behind that house, and I went through those bushes, and he came through, tackled me. I think when I was going through, obviously it slipped, but the gun came out, and we started wrestling around, and a shot went off. Now here's the thing, I just got up and ran. I had no clue who was hit. I didn't know if he was hit or anything. And I went all around the block, back through the front door to the house, and just started hanging out. Now the music was playing loud, so nobody even noticed anything.
No one heard the gunshot?
No one heard the gunshot. No one said anything.
So that does sound pretty believable. My only question is that when they wrestling and the shot goes off, when you shoot somebody, the blood automatically kicks back. So he would have came back into the party with something.
I don't know. I mean, he got shot in the gut, so I don't know if that means anything, but.
That was a great monologue.
Crazy. I didn't think it was all that great. That was a boring story, yeah.
No, I saw you getting bored at the end. You like to talk. talk when I talk for some reason. I don't know.
Because I'm a bull. Not knowing bullshit is happening. We need to put you two in a short scene together, because you and Jay, y'all good actors for sure. You had me at the beginning, but you lost me.
All right, Jay, let's hear the story of how you killed your neighbor with a Swiss Army knife.
I mean, basically, like I was saying earlier, I was in sober living, trying to get my life together, whatever, Dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, who, I don't like, was in a sober living as well. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, it's like I'm repeating the same I said earlier, but basically, yeah.
Well, tell it again.
All right.
Let's see if you remember your line.
Y'all about to get murdered. Y'all keep playing with these. They about to show you a real one. If they ain't the real ones, they about to show you one right now. You keep playing, bro.
So basically, got in a fight, what I'm saying? Because I found out that he had something to do with killing my cousin. What I'm saying? It was going to be a head-up scrap. I didn't want to kill the cat, but it was what it was.
What was you say it was a fight started?
Well, it had been a couple weeks he had been there. And the thing is, I'm just trying to get sober for my family, do better, everything like that or whatever. So I was going to try to ignore him. I'm not sure if you probably never been in a sober living home, but the thing is, it's, plenty of different rooms. You can just, mind your business. Because I never got along with this cat. We went to high school together. So my whole thing is just like, okay, let me just try to avoid the cat, boom, 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 boom. And I keep hearing that he's talking from other people. So I know that he likes to go smoking up the street. This teeth.
Tired of dirty teeth, said, man, I'm tired of that smile.
Yeah, so he likes to go smoking up the street. So I caught him slipping. Like, yeah, what's going on? I heard you talking. You had something to do with my cousin death, whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, man, I'm just in this right now. Boom, boom, boom.
No. Pop, pop, pop.
No. You stick to the script.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just y'all let me know what you think. I think Jay
Okay,
and
before we go, okay, now that we at the end, dang near, who y'all feeling like? Low key, Robert's story was the most believable. Like, it seemed like he didn't really want to do it, and you know what I'm saying? Lucky's story was also believable. I'm still Lucky Robert. It's either one of them. Now, for Shirley, Jennifer, low-key, he did get you with that, well, I don't know. Okay. You can only choose one. I'm still sticking with Lucky. I'm sticking with Lucky. But my sleeper is Robert. Lucky, sleeper is Robert, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
And Jennifer, we go X out. I think it's between Johnny, Lucky, and Robert, and I'm leaning towards Lucky and Robert.
Yeah, Johnny is another good actor.
Yeah. You think Johnny's an actor for sure?
Yeah, he got me at first, though.
I was stuck on Lucky, but Robert, that story was really good.
I'm saying
Can
that
I help
story
you?
was
Because
nice.
I feel like what you're morphing your opinion is, I do believe that Lucky has been in prison or jail. He done seen that for sure. But as far as the second-degree murder or the murderer, I don't think it's that.
And I think see my problem.
Okay.
My problem with Lucky too is that if he is a repeat offender, they'd give him more than 8 years for killing somebody. Robert's story actually, like in the beginning, I was like, man, there's no way he did it. But when he told the story,
I told y'all Rob did it.
No,
in the beginning,
Robert
dude.
very much does.
Now that they're talking, Lucky, low-key could have been in prison for other things, and maybe he's just telling this story. This story may have happened too, but maybe he didn't shoot him. Maybe he just whooped that dude's ass, whooped his girl ass. A little bit of both. You know what I mean? Like, he may have not killed her. I don't know.
Number one, he doesn't seem like an actor at all. I could actually believe that Lucky would be an actor. He already is in entertainment. A lot of rappers want to act. That makes sense. He's charismatic. I could see him being an actor as well.
Okay, it's time to decide. I'm going Lucky. I think Lucky did it. I think Robert, your story is unbelievable, and I could be wrong here. Lucky said all the right things in my mind. Yeah, I may be wrong, but that's what I'm going with.
You are wrong, and it's sad to see it because we usually do this pretty well together. I think it's Robert without a doubt.
I'm gonna go with my first pick, which is say had Robert all along. Motivated to kill, motivated to tell the truth, not motivated to smile. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Robert. I was convinced, you know.
Now
at the
I gotta
first,
stick with Lucky because I don't want to
there
be
was
no
no
bad
way,
way.
but then after I heard his story and kind of his regrets and whatnot, I think Robert's our guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Robert has a violent bone in his body. That being said, he ain't no bitch. Robert was pushed into defending himself 2 times, once in prison and once out of prison. Robert is a second-degree murderer.
Will the real murderer step forward?
Hey! Hey.
There we go.
Lucky, you pissed me off though. Why you pump faking, bro? Don't get my hopes up and step back and. But you know what I'm saying? Robert was my sleeper. That story was
man,
mad.
that's a hell of a story for real, bro.
He said you're a good dude, though. I can tell you're a good guy.
In the way he told his story, but 31 years? He was a child, dang near 19, and defending himself. He did steal the wallet though. He did steal the dude's stuff, but 31. That at least. Well, they don't know the full story. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
If your whole story happened again, would you do it the same? Including the 31 years, the skillet, the whole thing?
If I knew how I was gonna get convicted, I would have used his gun to kill him. Yeah.
Wow. If you could go back, would you take his wallet and everything when you left, or would you just walk away?
If I could change it, no.
Well, there you have it. On a day's work, baby. Good night.
Hey, get to them comments of the day. Okay, first comment of the day goes to your mom 3005. He said, glad you two recommended this channel. This video was funny AF. Hey, shout out to you. If you're a new viewer, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you like the content first, hit that sub button. And the final comment of the day goes to Spiritual Kelp. He said, the chef cooked up another meal. You know what I'm saying? I be trying. Shout out to all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all support does not go unnoticed. It keeps me motivated, keeps me striving for better. But yeah, get to that word of the day. Word of the day is pivot. And I'm saying this because, you know what I'm saying? Through life, we got our challenges, we got our setbacks, we got our, you know what I'm saying, the things we don't want to happen, our L's, our mistakes, slip-ups, all that. But it's like, once you do that, how are you pivoting? What's your next step? How are you gonna move next? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when they do get them setbacks, when they do get them missteps, mistakes, slip-ups, all that, they fold. They quit. They give up. They, you know what I'm saying, get mad, get angry. Instead, they could have learned from their mistakes, learned from their slip-ups, take that in, and try it again. But now you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all pivoting right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all, not even make sure y'all pivoting right, make sure y'all pivot in general. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be sitting on them L's, y'all can't be sitting on that mistakes, you can't be sitting on them setbacks, cause life goes on. Life gonna keep moving, life gonna keep lifing. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna wait for you. It ain't gonna wait for nobody. So I ain't trying to preach y'all, but come on, man. Pivot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, give your boy feedback. Let me know what's up. Let me know what it is, what it ain't, what it do, what it don't. Talk to your boy, cause I talk back. Trust the plan. Enjoy the process.